Hello there.
Man, these pussies put money on my head. Go and get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king that ain't been crowned. When I rhyme, something special happen every time. I'm the greatest, something like Ali in his prime. Oh, come on, man. The energy is real. The energy is real, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to season 2 of The Walking Dead. 2 days ago, I uploaded my very first reaction to The Walking Dead on the channel, and it has done phenomenal. The video's on like 2.4k views now, over 340 likes, over 120 comments, and I've read every one of your comments, and less than a day after I uploaded episode 2, which was yesterday, and hoping today, I'll continue that mini streak going, that daily streak, and upload episode 3 of season 1. So that just gives you a little bit of a rundown of where I'm at in terms of recording and uploading The Walking Dead. And there is a dead Falcon here today as well, because my Seattle Seahawks just packed the Atlanta Falcons this morning. So the hype is real. The hype is real. We're starting a brand new season of The Walking Dead in season 2. The support has been absolutely monumental. God bless you all, man. Like, we have gained over 100 subs. I know that might not seem a lot, but we gained over like 100 subs, 100 new subs, thanks to the new Walking Dead episode, the first reaction of season 1, and hopefully we can continue that momentum and grow. We have a Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link's in the description, and we can muck around, talk film, gaming, whatever, on there. And I try to respond to everything. I try and do my best. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Walking Dead reactions thus far. My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and field sheriff in Australia. Absolutely shitty show. Today we are up to episode 1 of The Walking Dead season 2, titled What Lies Ahead. We had a banger of an ending to last season. We're just gonna jump right into this reaction. We're gonna have some fun with this thing, and as always, baby, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go.
I try to do everything right, keep people safe. I tried, Morgan.
Yo, Morgan, you gotta be the real MVP if Rick's still talking to him like that.
Our group's smaller now. We lost another, day before last. He told me something. He told me...
This is what I'm keen to hear.
It doesn't matter. What matters is we're moving on.
Rick is going to hold on to that information for a while.
We're going to try for Fort Benning.
We're
facing a long, hard journey.
Morgan's return is going to be generational.
Imagine.
If he does return.
But it can't be harder than our journey's been so far. My son. There's just a few of us now.
Yo, Shane gotta stop with this, bro.
We gotta stick together.
He gotta stop.
Fight for each other.
He gotta stop.
Be willing to lay down our lives for each other if it comes to that. Just be safe. Maybe we'll see you in Fort Benning someday.
Like I said,
Rick, signing off.
Bro, signing off like he's John Connor in the Terminator Salvation movie. Gotta love it. Damn, my thumbnail for the very first episode was that same shot of Rick going into the city on the horse. And then we begin season 2 with like nearly a full circle moment of them leaving the city with that same wide long shot. I love that continuity sometimes in the cinematography, with the cinematography like almost telling a story in itself. I love that. And we have an hour-long premiere episode for season 2, similar to how we premiered season 1 as well.
Oh no.
Roadblock. Of course a Mazda's broken down.
See a way through?
There goes that sponsorship in the future.
Maybe we should just go back. There's an interstate bypass.
Can't spare the fuel.
How do you know there aren't people just camped out here ready to pounce? See, one moment you're having great conversations, reminiscing about your trips to the Grand Canyon. Another potential trip to the Grand Canyon. And then you're driving through a death zone of traffic. And it gets a whole lot tense again.
Just look around. Gather what you can.
I still can't believe that's Marita from the X-Files. I watched the X-Files season 7 finale a few days ago and I clocked it and I was like, what the heck? He hasn't aged. No, don't tell me. Listen, red shirt girl, red shirt guy, this ain't good. Don't foreshadow.
I don't need clothes.
It just gotta be red, don't it?
Hey, Carl. Always within my sight, okay? You too, Sophia.
I got a bad feeling about this.
It's all good.
Hey, were we short on water?
Hey, now that's that. Come on, Shane. That's not how you do it, bro.
Hey, mix up. It's like being baptized, man.
Bro just wasted a barrel like that. See, this is a gold mine of a graveyard, but it's an awful too quiet here. You can't afford to take that shot. Damn! They just spawned out of nowhere! Who designed this game?
Oh, Christ.
Brother. Dale, that was some poor reconnaissance, my guy. Love that overhead shot right there with Dale. But the thing is, Andrea hasn't been warned. What about the smell? Can't they smell them under the cars, or is it... There's probably too much of a mixture of smells here with the cars, the petrol, everything. And the dead corpses already. What the f... And the thing is, as soon as that first shot is fired, that's all she wrote. I love how they ramped up the tension here in this scene with you thinking they are safe, you know, just doing what they're doing. And they've ramped up the tension with multiple characters being in different positions here and each having to deal with their own sort of adversity here. Like Andrea and the RV, T-Dog cutting himself. You know, Shane and Glenn together. They all got the best position probably on top of the RV. And then Laurie and Rick being distant from the kids. My guy has 3 sets of teeth. That is crazy. Big up all the extras playing the walkers too. They do a good job. That's a bad cut, man. That's a bad cut. Bro, leave. There's nothing here to see. we have to go for these dead silent type of kills at the moment. The T-Dog losing a lot of blood. What a fantastic opening. Damn, that scene was nearly about 10-15 minutes, and you almost, like, you felt like it was forever with the characters too. Like it wouldn't end. I think the pacing of that scene was fantastic. That whole sequence. Like, you really felt like it wasn't gonna end. Like, when is this wave gonna finish? And it might not be done. It might not be done. There might be a few lagging behind. The invisible stick returns.
Are you okay? No, no. Those walkers on the road would hear it. Then it would be just two behind us. I do. And I can only deal with them one at a time. I wouldn't be able to protect you. This is how we both survive. You understand? Go. We'll make it back. Run back to the highway. Back to the others. Straight the way we came. Keep the sun on your left shoulder. Come on! You're the son of a bitch. Come on!
Yeah, they don't have that cardio, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Bro, about to get hit by Dwayne Johnson. Damn. He got hit by Dwayne Johnson. Bro saw what happened to his boy and still wanted the smoke.
You sure this is the spot? I left her right here. I drew the walkers way off in that direction up the creek. She was gone by the time I got back here. I figured she just took off and ran back to the group.
Damn, man.
Her, go that way and keep the sun on her left shoulder. We'll spread out. Let's go. She couldn't make our way back. Hey, we don't find her. We took her out hiding in the bush somewhere.
And this whole sequence continues to be elongated. Like, this whole highway sequence, you think it's all good now with it cutting to black after Rick hits the walker with the massive rock right there. And you're just like, no, Sophia's still missing. Like, you're just like, far out, we're still going. We're still going. You know, this small group might get a whole lot smaller still. Like, they've managed to amp up the tension and keep this sequence so investing since the beginning.
Let's keep going. Veered off that way.
Why would she do that? Maybe she saw something. Spooked her. Made her run off. Walker?
Maybe other humans.
See any other footprints? Just her.
This is risky, Carl. This is risky.
Shane! Carl, what happened? Mom, I found something cool. Shane, check it out.
Damn.
It's an arsenal.
That's cool, bud. Go give him to Dale.
Check this one out. Whoa. It's a hatchet. Be careful, don't play with it. Still really sharp.
Bro, leveled up. Carl unlocked level 2.
Are you crazy?
No way. Shane,
You forget what happened at the CDC? Your little meltdown in the rec room slip your mind when you
When
tried
I
to...
tried to what?
Yeah,
What do you think that was?
brother.
I think it is pretty plain what that
Thank you.
was.
A mistake. One that I admit to. I have a few mistakes under my belt, Lori. How you think I'm prepping my new ride? I'm leaving. Gone for good. Gonna quietly slip away. First chance I get.
Maybe Sophia climbed a tree somewhere. Got to height. Light work.
Only one way to know for sure.
Damn. Live autopsy.
I'll do it. How many kills you skinned and gutted in your life anyway? Mine's sharper.
Bro, this episode has everything so far. Anybody seen Jaws? They doing the live autopsy.
This ghost bastard had himself a woodchuck for lunch.
At least we know.
At least we know.
That's a clever way of continuing to amp up the tension this episode with Sophia's whereabouts, having them to do a live autopsy basically on a walker. And obviously you have the trail getting colder and colder. And then you have time progressing through the day. Now you have the color grade change with it being sort of sundown. And Sophia's whereabouts continues to go missing. Sophia's whereabouts continues to remain unknown. And this episode basically, aside from the beginning and the like sort of mini montage with the editing, with Rick continuing to contact Morgan and can keep him up to date of, you know, where they're going. I love how this episode has basically been a little self-contained again episode in this small location here with just the woods and this sort of pocket, this small pocket on the highway where all these abandoned cars are. It's, you know, prime location for looting, and in a way it's been a gold mine aside from the hiccup with the walkers and that obstacle. But then you have, you know, rather than just, you know, having it finished, you obviously have Sophia in the heat of the moment, you know, as a little child, and not knowing what to do, basically wander off, and then you have that basically playing in the back of your mind as these characters continue to loot, and that remains an uncertainty. So this episode, for its runtime of 60 minutes, for the, you know, first 35 minutes, I have not felt bored whatsoever. With how they paced this episode and how they've kept me invested with basically one small pocket on a highway, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
My turn.
Her trail went cold. We'll pick it up again at first light.
You can't leave my
Damn,
daughter
man.
out there on her own. Just spend the night alone in the woods.
Out in the dark's no good.
We have to make this an organized effort. Daryl knows the woods better than anybody. I've asked him to oversee this.
Delegating
What?
roles.
He took down a walker. There was no sign it was ever anywhere near Sophia.
How can you know that? How could you just leave her out there to be killed?
I knew she was gonna do this.
How could you just leave her?
Those two walkers were on us. I had to draw them off. It was her best chance.
Sounds like he didn't have a choice, Carol.
How is she supposed to find her way back on her own? She's just a child. She's just a child.
It was my only option. The only choice I could make.
I'm sure nobody doubts that.
There's gonna be so many of those moments in that show.
Left her.
It was the only choice I could make. This, that. I mean, we saw it at the beginning of the finale with Shane and the hospital. It was really the only choice he could make in that situation. It's either Sophia is somewhere hiding in a tree and she'll somehow find her way back to the highway, or she was poached off by humans.
Everybody takes a weapon.
Or
These aren't
dead.
the kind of weapons we need. What about the guns?
We've been over that. Dale, Rick, and I are carrying.
Well, he has all of you to look after him. I'd say he's in good hands.
Okay. Okay. But always within our sight, no exceptions.
A pretty good plunder thus far, besides Sophia, like I
I
said.
beg of you, don't put me in this position.
I'm not going out there without my gun.
His gun, brother.
I'll even say please.
You'd be dead now.
Jenner gave us an option. I chose to stay.
You chose suicide.
So what's that to you? You barely know me.
I know Amy's death devastated
Keep her
you.
out of this. This is not about Amy. This is about us.
I love how Dale's trying to be the protective sort of father figure in Andrea's life here. And I'm just waiting for that moment where Andrea says, "You are not my father. Like, you don't tell me what to do." She is a full-grown adult. Like, I think he's just being overprotective of her at the moment with her emotions running high, and especially what's happened at the moment. She can be a liability with that gun, and anyone can be a liability in the heat of the moment. And one round decides to pop off, like Shane said, it's over, and you need, you know, cool heads to prevail in this type of situation. But who knows? Shane might pop off a round too. Like, anyone can be liable to pop off a round in this type of situation, in the state the world is in currently.
And if I decided that I had nothing left to live for, who the hell are you to tell me otherwise? To force my hand like that. What did you expect? What, I'd have some kind of epiphany? Some life-affirming catharsis?
Maybe just a little gratitude.
Gratitude? I wanted to die my way.
I feel sorry for Dale here,
Not torn
man.
apart by drooling freaks. That was my choice. You took that away from me, Dale. But you know better.
I don't know what to say.
I'm not your little girl.
I knew
I'm
that.
not your wife, and I'm sure as hell not your
I knew that was. I just said that.
That's all there
I
is
knew
to
that was
say.
coming, and it happened right now. That was a whole commentary on mental health right there. Processing grief and dealing with it, and suicide. With Andrea right there. Really well performed too. That cut deep for Dale. Hopefully there's something else for Andrea to cling on to this life.
Shane, look.
To hope for.
Dad said I could carry it, and Mom said as long as I
Keep
was
it
careful,
down.
I could.
Looking for Sophia. We need to focus on the task.
I think Shane's mad at me. Did I do something wrong?
No, honey, I promise you. He's worried about Sophia, that's all.
I mean, Shane is the one that's trained with the weapons. But we saw what happened, you know, last episode in the woods. And what Dale saw with him ready to aim at Rick, ready to fire.
She could be in there. Could be a whole bunch of things in there.
Maybe she was poached off by a human, protecting her. For now.
Sophia? Sweetie? Are you in there? Sophia, it's Mommy. Sophia? We're all here, baby. It's Mommy.
Daryl's such a badass. My guy's ready to pounce. Even if it's a toddler in there, my guy's just ready. My guy built for this. Yeah. Somebody that's long gone.
Daryl?
It looked like he committed... Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like he blew his own head off.
Hey, her.
What's in there?
Some guy did what Jenner said. Opted out. Ain't that what he called it?
Ain't you supposed to be fixing that radiator?
Damn, so Dale
When did
can't
they
hear
come
them
back with
church bells,
Sophia?
so they
We
must be
move on
really
right away.
inland. 5 miles in, was it? The radius?
I had it fixed yesterday.
What? What was all that rubbing and sanding for then? That just bullshit?
No, that's one word. Another word would be pantomime.
Milking the
That's for
time.
sure. No one else needs to know that. People start doing math. I want to hold off the needs of the many versus the needs of the few arguments as long as I can.
That is one tricky hose, huh?
Barry.
From one
Can't be
graveyard
it.
to another.
Got no steeple, no bells. Rick.
Revelation 16:17. That's got something to do with the end of the world, I think. The book of Revelation's all about that. Brother, we got the walkers praying to Christ. That is insane. Damn, even the walkers believe. That's crazy. That's the power of Jesus right there. My guy. Y'all seen The Kingsman and what happened in that church in that movie? He even got the veil on. That's crazy. He'll forgive that, trust me. But I cannot help and laugh at that situation right there. Of
Yo, JC, you taking requests?
I'm telling you, it's the wrong church. Got no steeple, Rick. There's no steeple.
Maybe that is Sophia ringing the bell up there. Or over the PA system.
Timer. It's on a timer.
There's been so many moments this episode where there are devices where you think, okay, maybe it is Sophia. Obviously, we had the one with the death scare with the walker that was, recently had fed, and that keeps you on the edge of the seat. You have then the tent, and you're wondering, did someone poach her? Is she alive in there? She been hiding? Then no, it was someone who'd committed suicide, and that, perfectly bounces off the conversation Andrea just had with Dale. And then you hear the church bells ringing and you think, okay, this could be something positive here, with her possibly trying to signal to everyone, and then it's just a false timer. So there's been so many devices this episode that you think it's Sophia, and they've drawn it out in the best way possible to keep you on the edge of your seat. But I still can't help but laugh at the situation of three walkers sitting in the church right there, just saying their Our Fathers and Hail Mary.
I'm gonna go back in for a bit.
You tell him what you want, or tell him nothing at all. You're his wife.
And Carl, we dragged him in.
Love Carl.
He thinks you hate
I'm
him.
trying to put some distance. I'm trying to make this easier. This ain't easy on any of us, least of all me. I'm the one who loses.
Brother, he's got to get over that. Like, oh. I'm the one who loses you. It shouldn't have been that to begin with. Yo, another character gathering receipts on Shane. Dale and Andrea now got receipts on Shane.
Father, forgive me.
And then obviously you have this sort of mini character development this episode with Andrea having that conversation with Dale, and then her thinking of taking her own life, and then also stumbling upon a church as well. Turning to faith, or would she turn to faith? Who knows?
I don't deserve your mercy.
Carol's taking this opportunity.
I prayed for safe passage from Atlanta, and you provided.
Look, I don't know the story.
There is no story.
Fine, I don't care. Don't confuse me with someone who does. Look, all I care about is getting out of here. As far away as I can. Like you.
We're gonna sail off from the sunset together. We gotta hold hands.
I'm not asking you to go steady, Shane. I'm asking for a ride. A chance to start over. Somewhere else. You observed this group lately? I have. I see two people who don't belong. We're the odd men out. Between the two of us, we make a great third wheel.
Say we do. We just run off. What's in it for me? Except the extra ass I got to cover.
A chance to do something for someone else. And a door that swings both ways. Put a gun in my hand, I'll cover your ass too.
What about you? You doubt me? Hey, we can assign all kinds of blame. This means something. Finding her. Oh, man. It will be the miracle we need. We can't give up.
Give up now. How many other scenarios in the future are they going to be like this where you give up easily again? You gotta. But when do you call it as well?
Y'all gotta follow the creek bed back. Okay, Daryl, you're in charge. Me and Rick, we just gotta hang back, Search this area another hour or so. Just be thorough. Splitting assault. You sure?
Maybe Sophia will go to the
Catch
church
up to you.
bells.
I want to stay too. I'm a friend.
Hey, that's my guy Carl. Like father, like son. He ain't giving up till it's done. Job's not finished. Big up Kobe.
Be careful, okay?
Job's not finished.
When did you start growing up?
I'll be along soon enough.
I love, how basic this premiere for season 2 has been, and after the season 1 ending, I wasn't expecting anything massive, but usually some shows going into a new season sometimes can overstep their boundaries, right? And bigger is better, they think. And, let's load it up with more characters. Let's load it up with this. Let's load it up with that. And let's just go full balls to the wall. Let's throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. But I like how they're taking their time with this season, or, with the opening of season 2, same group of characters and a very basic premise. We stumble upon a graveyard of a highway that's been abandoned, or a pocket of a highway that's been abandoned, and Sophia goes missing. And that's, the plot point for this episode. But through that situation that has arisen here, we get more reveals about the characters themselves, in particular what Shane wants to do in terms of going away, and how Andrea's thinking at the moment, what she's going through mentally, and how she's capitalizing of trying to capitalize of what is happening, or what Shane is trying to do in terms of leaving, going away and starting afresh. And obviously you got Rick trying to hold everything together, hold everything down together, being the true leader, or attempting to be the leader that he is, by trying to keep everyone grounded and focused on Sophia. And then obviously, like I said, Shane's mind is elsewhere, Andrea's mind's elsewhere. Carl, God bless him, my guy is focused on his friend. But I love how this episode has managed to share the screen time amongst everyone. And obviously I think the characters that have been pushed to the side a bit this episode, Glenn and maybe T-Dog a little bit. But other than that, I think everyone has got their fair share of screen time to shine this episode. And the pacing has been absolutely brilliant. And I love the cinematography. When you got this small group of characters, there's a lot of great medium wide long shots where all the characters are in frame with one another, and you're trying to pay attention to everyone's reactions, what they're thinking in the scene, what they're going through, and how they're observing the situation. So the cinematography has carried over from season 1 beautifully, in my opinion. And then obviously the beginning of the episode, I haven't forgotten of Rick still trying to maintain contact with those who saved him in the first place, with Morgan and Dwayne. And I just hope their comeback does happen, and I think it's going to be generational, because like I said, Morgan brought so much intensity to the screen, it's almost missed. Like, I want that back.
Here, take this. Remember how to use it?
I'm not taking your gun and leaving you unarmed.
Got a spare. Take it.
Everybody gets a gun but Andrea.
I don't know if you're looking at me with what? Sadness? Scorn? Pity? Love?
And you've had Carol, Laurie, and Rick
Maybe just indifference.
take advantage of the church. He had to have these conversations with Christ this episode, whereas Andrea stayed on the outskirts and didn't go inside here
Guess
despite
you
her
already
problems.
know I'm not much of a believer. I guess I just chose to put my faith elsewhere.
Rick just said he's not much of a believer, but he still decided to come
Family
here.
mostly. My friends. My job. I could use a little something to help keep us going. Some kind of acknowledgement, some indication I'm doing the right thing. You don't know how hard that is to know.
A lot of us have been in Rick's situation here with, in general in life, I'm saying, like, so relatable.
Well, maybe you do. Hey, look, I don't need all the answers.
Doubled back.
A little nudge.
He doubled back. He's like, listen here,
Inside
J-Man,
it.
just something. Just something.
Get what you needed.
Guess I'll find out.
How long do you hold on to that hope that Sophia's out there? And if she is bitten, if they find her and she is bitten, or
This is it.
something's up with
It's
her,
the whole plan.
that is really ballsy from the show.
The plan is to whittle us down into smaller and smaller groups.
Carrying knives and pointy sticks. I see you have a gun.
Why, you want it? Here, take it. I'm sick of the looks you're giving me.
Damn! Damn, girl!
All you. Y'all look to him and then you blame him when he's not perfect. If you think you can do this without him, go right ahead. Nobody is stopping you.
That's my Sarah. That's my Sarah.
We should keep moving.
Hey, somebody needed to lay the law on them, and I'm glad Laurie did it. Daryl just there eating his popcorn, watching the girl drama unfold. Hey, a deer, that's a sign right there. That's your sign, a deer. Some form of life. And it's nodding in the direction where potentially Sophia is. Maybe. I thought it was like nodding. Go that way. And it can't fire a shot. Hey, Carl, man. He looking too confident right there. Hey, y'all played the God of War games on PlayStation? This is such a beautiful moment.
No!
It was too much of a beautiful moment for it to just let it slide like that. Like the runtime was ticking at the end of that episode right there. It was ticking. The clock was winding down. It was nearly full time, all right? It was nearly full time, and I was about to say, okay, it's a beautiful moment with Carl and the deer right there, and it's gonna be sort of like a bittersweet ending because Sophia's still missing. And I think she was probably, poached by other humans. Maybe those humans that just took the shot on the deer. And it's another one of those situations where possibly the deer was in the scope of said person who shot the deer, but didn't see Carl behind it, and the bullet went through. Is Carl dead? Who knows? But I was just talking about the show potentially having the balls to kill off Sophia and killing children. They're not immune from the walkers. And there's another show I'm watching currently on the channel as well, The X-Files, which doesn't shy away from, killing off children, and has done so many episodes that deals with children's deaths and, handle that in a brilliant manner. And then we have this episode ending with Carl getting shot. You have that beautiful sign from God, or from, from God right there that, Rick asked for. That's that sign right there, and it's a beautiful moment seeing. And Shane was enamored as well in that moment. They were both in awe of Carl approaching the D, and then you juxtapose that with Carl getting shot right there at the end as the bullet pierces the D and hits him. Now, is that a fatal shot? Who knows? I'm gonna get right into episode 2 after this. And you juxtapose that with human free will and the world they're currently in at the moment, and everyone fighting for survival, and that D, meaning probably, weeks of food to someone else. And like I said, possibly not seeing Carl in their scope, and the bullet pierces through there. So it's going to be interesting to see if Carl does survive the situation with the bullet, going through the D and possibly not being fatal to him. But then you got Sophia still missing, and is Sophia poached by those humans that shot at the deer, and they're just fighting for survival? And like I said in season 1, there's gonna be so many situations in this show, where I feel like it's gonna be moments of like miscommunication or misunderstanding, and this could be one of them where the deer was in sight, they didn't see Carl, and bang, it could be one of those moments. So I cannot wait to get into the next episode. What an episode. What an opening to season 2. That might be better than the pilot episode in season 1. Like I was saying, how self-contained that episode was, how basic the premise was, and how simple it was, but the execution was absolutely flawless in my opinion. With how that episode progressed, almost as if it was like a mini movie right there. And that cliffhanger ending was absolutely fantastic with Carl getting shot. A beautiful moment, ending in travesty possibly. So yeah, I'm going to get into episode 2 right after this. I do hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. It's been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.